Good morning, it's MaryEllen from the channel MaryEllen After 60, and today I'm here to do a collaboration video with a dear friend of mine named Dawn. Her channel is Dawn's Life Over 40. I've been watching Dawn's channel for some time, and I liked her the very first moment I watched her. There's some people you just connect with, and she is one of those people. To say she is beautiful would be an understatement. Well, I don't want to say a whole lot more about her because I want you to go and watch her, and you can make your own decision, and I'm sure that you will. I can't imagine anybody not enjoying Dawn. I asked her to be in this collaboration, and what we decided to do was, what were we loving in makeup? What did we use 5 years ago? It's really easy for me to go back 5 years ago because I was still working. This December will be 5 years since I lost my job, and if you haven't watched that, I'll put a card up there and link it below. So I had what I consider plenty of money to buy absolutely everything that I wanted. Because my children were grown, I was just in that time of our lives that I did have a lot of income that I could use to spend. I wish I knew about Ebates back then, but I didn't. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is skincare. I didn't do any skincare until I was 57 years old. The only thing that I had used was Purity Made Simple by Philosophy. I have used that probably for 20 years, and I know it gets horrible reviews on Paula's Choice, but I love it, and it makes my skin feel great. I'm still using that. It is not cruelty-free. I'm just committed to using cruelty-free makeup. But I have plenty of it, believe me. A friend stocked me up. So when I was 57, I decided to look more into the Philosophy skincare line, and I went with the whole Miracle Worker line, and it was expensive. I had the retinol pads. I just used it all. I think I used 5 items every day, and then once a week I would use their exfoliating system, and it definitely exfoliated. And I probably used that until just right after I started my YouTube channel. That's when I started spending a whole lot less, and I got a lot better results. So that was my skincare. When it came to foundation, you guys won't be surprised to hear this. I used the same foundation for 15 years, and it was by Clinique, and the name of it was Clinique Continuous Coverage. I used it until they quit making it, and I understand they make it again. But it got to the point, I have 4 colors right here. I always would have 2 because I always wanted my favorite shade. And the only place I could find these after they quit making them was on Amazon. So I have 4 entirely different shades. And I would just mix up the shade I needed in a little tiny jar, glass jar, and use from that. I believe it had 15 SPF, which back 20 years ago, there wasn't. I never did even use SPF unless it was like on my body going out, if you're going to be out in the sun a long time. So I was very faithful to this. So this is what I used then. I did not own an eyebrow product until a little over 5 years ago. And the first one I bought was from Urban Decay. I still have it. I used it today. I use it, and I still have the brush. But it has 2 shades, and then on the bottom, this pulls out and there's a wax. So I used the brush and I used that, and that was the very first eyebrow product I used. Prior to that, I would just spray hairspray in the palm of my hand, take a dense brush and brush my eyebrows, and they worked okay. I never did overpluck. The brands I bought, I was mostly Lancome. I don't know how many Lancome Cils Boosters I purchased. And my my mascara of choice was Definicils. That was the perfect combination. I even purchased the Lancome vibrating. They had a Cils Booster that vibrated. It was battery operated, and it was supposed to stimulate eyelash growth, but I don't think it ever did. But that's how much I believed in the product, and I still think they do make a great product. My favorite color of blush, and I have it on today, is A Plum. This is one of my favorite singles from Lancome, and it is a gray, and I don't even know if they make it anymore. But I still use this. I feel comfortable. I know how to clean my makeup, and I'm not afraid of it. I did save this because this was my very first Z palette, and I probably made this 10 years ago. And I have plenty of storage, and I need to, which is a good thing and a bad thing. So some of these things I'm just going to throw away, but here was my very first eyeshadow Z palette. I think this was from around 1995, and I just took some of my favorite shades and I glued them in here. So that's from various palettes. I love to buy the palettes. I bought all of the Estee Lauder and Lancome purchase with purchase. I never did have to buy a bifocals, and I still have quite a bit of it because I always got them free with purchase. For eyeliner, I used the Clinique. It was in a silver case. It was about that long, and you pulled it out, and there were usually 2 colors. And I would just spray water on just a little tiny plate and get my brush wet and apply it that way, and get it wet and put it on. And I do love to put it on with a brush. That's probably one of my favorite ways. I never did use eyeliner pencil above my lashes. I know they have some good ones now, but back in the day they pulled and they tugged, and I didn't like doing the lighter or the hair dryer. I always just learned how to use a brush and cake eyeliner, and I don't even know if anybody still sells cake eyeliner. I know I bought a palette of Sonia Kashuk's that had several different colors, and I liked it, but I don't even know if they make that anymore. On lips, I used mostly Lancome, and I did use some Clinique, and one of the colors was Raspberry Glacé. And then if I wanted a color that was not quite as bright, I used, well, I can't remember the name of it, but I would know it if I saw it. And I've thrown away most all of my lipsticks. If they start smelling the least bit off, they're gone because they're just close to my mouth. I don't know if any of you ever purchased the kits of things around the holidays. Well, I still have this, and I'm really not even sure what brand it is. My sister told me, but I just can't throw this away. It just had such beautiful colors. So I've always liked palettes. I have spent a lot less money on cosmetics since I've been watching YouTube. I've found so many good gadgets on YouTube that I've heard about from other people. I'm pretty conservative with what I purchase, but everybody has an amount of money that they're comfortable with. But I didn't even like to shop. I've never liked to shop, but I would either order by telephone when I would get the notifications that Lancome or Estee Lauder or any of them had gifts with purchase. And that's always when I made my purchases, because I got to try so many things. And I think it's a good way for companies to get you kind of hooked because I think they put some of their very best product in those gifts with purchase. To say I was a makeup lover would be an understatement. I just have always enjoyed makeup. Today I have on my Tartelette, the original Tartelette, and I love it. I just think it is a beautiful palette. And I am one of these days going to do my palettes and talk to you about why I love each and every one of them. If you're here from Dawn's channel, I want to welcome you. I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody that goes to Dawn's video and watches her. Tell her I said hi, and I know, I just can't imagine anybody not thinking she's wonderful. She's also a registered nurse. We have quite a few things in common. Her hair color is what my natural hair color used to be. We were both strawberry blondes. I can't tell you how many times she said something and I thought, well, that's me too. That's me too. So anyway, it is all good. Be sure and give me the thumbs up, give Dawn the thumbs up, watch, subscribe, share, and it is all good. Again, I say that a lot, but it is all good. Thank you very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. I know that you all will enjoy Dawn just like I do, and I will see you in my next video. You all take care. What can I say? I just truly enjoy her. I did save this because this was my, it had, it will be this December December of 2000.